subject, to research it, and then to boil it down to the really important facts so that it can be presented in an atrium case exhibit, or even if it's a gallery exhibit, you still have to call out the important features that you really want people to know, and then present them in a way that will excite them and challenge them and make them want to know more about it. So that's really the challenge, is to find it, to be intrigued by it, to want to dig deeper into it, and then to want to inspire other people to learn more. Artwork,
Clothing,
military,
poetry collection.
About 1,000 ball jars.
We have a nice furniture collection.
toys, dolls, and games.
One of my favorites is a photograph taken down in Richmond at the Quaker Meeting House.
Transmissions, overdrives for cars.
Wonderful china dolls.
Receipts for gas, receipts for house payments.
And you name it, we've got it.
It's good to have sort of a baseline for your collection, to know sort of this is our mandate and this is what we're going to be collecting. It helps narrow your focus, but I think that our focus is still broad enough that we are not so specific that we're missing information.
We collect the items that have to do with the history of the Ball family or East Central Indiana in general. So if somebody calls us and tells us that they have a kimono from Japan, probably not interested unless it belonged to somebody from here who traveled to Japan for some specific reason. A lot of what we look for are things that were made or used here.
So the work that we do, to some people, may not seem important. You know, the scanning and the taking photos of objects and that sort of thing, and the cataloging of what we have. But it's vital to preserve our history for researchers, for people in the future.
When the days get warm and the honeybees swarm and the hawthorn is white with May, then I'm to spare from this world of care and ripe for a holiday. These are some images from the Barton Reese Poe collection. This is the gentleman who wrote poetry. He was a professor at Taylor University in Upland. We have a collection of photographs that he either took himself or collected, which were inspiration for some of the poems that he wrote. It kind of gives you an idea of what the poet was inspired by, and things that would come along maybe after he wrote a poem that he thought would be a good fit for when he put all his poems together in a published book. Spread scenic shade over hill and glade, lift castles of white in the sky, and let me dream by some limpid stream where the blackbirds rise and cry.